On Twitter, Elon Musk says, "That is bizarre. Why would cities that have a lot of homicides report no homicides?" The FBI released a report claiming violent crime, including homicide, was down in the United States in 2023. Elon Musk's tweet is in response to a tweet from Greg Price, which says the FBI's claim rely on the idea that 0 murders were committed in LA or in New Orleans. And Greg includes a screenshot showing, apparently, that there were 0 murders in either of these cities, according to FBI data. In fact, the FBI's crime data reporter does report homicide for those locations. For example, we can look up California, look up the city, Los Angeles, make sure we have the Los Angeles Police Department selected. We'll look over the past 2 years, and then we'll look specifically at the homicide rate and not their clearance rate. These are reported monthly. We can see they're getting 19 murders, 30 murders, 36 murders, 28 murders, and so on. Same thing if we want to look up New Orleans Police Department, and we'll just look at homicides and not their clearance rate, and we see they are reporting monthly homicides. What Greg Price did in his tweet is he just cut out this graph somehow and is only showing you the breakdown by age or race. And here, these things are omitted because the different police departments didn't break their victimization data down like this. So there's no data for the different demographic categories, but there are actual numbers reported. I've seen many posts like this, claiming that the FBI's report that crime is down is based on the FBI excluding 1/3 of all cities or the most criminal cities, or cities not reporting data to the FBI and things like that. People saying that actually violent crime is up. Well, we can try to corroborate the FBI's data by looking at a different source. The National Crime Victimization Survey asks 200,000 to 300,000 people if they've been a victim of a violent crime in the last year. The logic is, if the FBI's claims were based on cities not reporting data, then the FBI should show a big decrease in crime. But if violent crime is actually up, then the crime victimization surveys, which don't exclude cities, should show a stable amount of crime or an increasing amount of crime. In other words, there should be a big difference between the crime victimization surveys and the FBI's data. In reality, the crime victimization survey data shows that in 2023, 1.36% of people reported being a victim of a violent crime in the last year, compared to 1.51% in 2022. That's about a 10% decline in violent crime victims year over year. In other words, the numbers don't exactly line up. The FBI reports something like a 3% decline in violent crime victimization, and the crime victimization survey shows a 10% decline. But these numbers are measuring slightly different things. The crime victimization survey uses a different year than the calendar year, and they're asking a different question. Have you been a victim of a violent crime in the past year versus how many violent crimes were reported in the past year? So we shouldn't expect the numbers to exactly line up, and they don't, but we should expect the direction to be the same. FBI is saying there's less violent crime this year. We should expect the violent crime victimization survey to say there's less victims. There's less victims of violent crime this year. And in that sense, the two sources do line up. So, absent better data, I tend to believe that the FBI numbers are roughly accurate and represent a decline in violent crime. Thanks for your time.